Hello, I'm Simulator Dirk. Welcome back to Workshop Wednesday, part of Simulator Dirk, SimulatorDirkGaming.com, Simulator Dirk on YouTube. This is Car Mechanic Simulator, which is a part of Workshop Wednesday. Anywho, let's get straight into the action. I did watch a couple of videos after recording the previous episode, and it was informative. There's a couple of things that I'll now do as a matter of course, which will help to solve some of the problems that I had in the previous episode, the very first episode, which I had done without watching any videos. It can be very helpful sometimes to watch videos. I know during the episode yesterday, I googled the location of a couple of things that I needed in the car to find. So it'll be interesting to see when this loads what we will be up against today. One of the things that I learnt is that there's a series of upgrades that you can get. For instance, you can have more machinery, you can have more things in your shop to do, like you can have a paint shop, for instance. So if you want to paint the car, you can do that. I dare say we're a while away from that. But one of the important things that I learnt yesterday when watching these other videos is that what you can do is that you can do a series of tests on the car when it first arrives, some diagnostic checks. Yes, you are given the list of things by the owner which tells you what you need to do, and of course you should go ahead and do those. So when this decides to load, what we'll do when we get our first car in the shop is that we've got some diagnostic tools, and we'll see what they are when this loads. And what that does, it increases our experience points, our XP, and helps us to level up. So every little test that the machine does, it gives us some XP points for that. Experience points, some XP. You get some XP by using a tool, and then how many tests that tool does, you'll get that many XP. So I'm looking forward to trying that when this thing loads. And another thing that I'm looking forward to doing when this thing loads, and I don't think I'll be starting from this screen again, is that, and it really makes sense when I read about it and when I watched the video. When the car first comes in, what you should do, regardless of the task that you are doing, is you should indeed go ahead and drain all the fluids. Because regardless of what needs to be done, fluids will probably be on there. And in some cases, you'll need to drain the fluids anyway. So first step, car in, diagnostic checks. Second thing, drain all the fluids. Because there were a couple of incidents yesterday in the previous episode. Well, here we go, we finally loaded. Alright, so let's get straight into the action. And we'll do that one. And hopefully we won't have to wait as long for this screen. So there were a couple of incidents in the previous episode where I removed the part without draining the liquid or the fluid, and that actually cost me money. So car in, diagnostics, fluids drained, and then at the end, before you send the car out, the last thing to do when everything's done up, when everything's put back on the car, you put the fluids back in. Now that would happen at every service anyway. If you're coming in for a periodic service, that would happen anyway. All that would just be standard things that the mechanics would do. Drain all those liquids and replace them. So here we are in our garage. Now, we still have this car to work on from yesterday, from the last episode. Alright, so we are going to move the car, and we're going to move it to the car lifter. Alright, so the car is in. Now we'll do what we just said we were going to do. So we'll open the hood. Alright, and then if you use one of these menus, you should have shopping list, options menu, tablet, map, inventory, orders, photo mode, shopping list. I should have what I was looking for, unless I was looking at the wrong menu. Here we go. Move the car. Examination mode. I don't know if I have that screen that I was talking about. I don't have use of the tablet yet, so interior and additional parts. Car status. Here we go. Okay, car status. Alright, this is a Nissan Fairlady Z from 1969. Nice. That's a standard car. 426,000 kilometres. 14-inch wheels. Alright, so let's have a look at... Oh, that's just a graph of the engine. Okay, so it has poor brake performance. That's the only thing that is listed, poor brake performance. Alright, so what we will do... let's see. Garage door, garage door, garage door. Car wash upgrade. Dyno upgrade. Paint shop upgrade. Parking area. Test path. Car lift B, car lift A. Alright, so let's work on part. Oh, okay, additional tools. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Additional tools. Drain tool. Okay, cool. So we've done that. Alright. Now, oops. Alright. So if we click on, say, the engine, and then we go to tools, fuel pressure test, a scanner. We don't have that for an old car. Compression tester, general engine condition. Can we do that? Electric multimeter, try fuel pressure test. Alright, we can't. Alright. Alright. Alright, brake booster. Brake survey. Additional tools. Compression. Scanner. Drain tool. Alright, so we've done that. Cooling, radiator, etc. Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to select the part, and then we can drain the tool. Alright, we'll drain the radiator. Now, the next thing that we'll need to do is go and put the car up on the jacks. We'll go over and get the oil drainer while we're here. Alright, and now alright, so we're draining the oil. Alright, so we've done that. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and work on the tyres, and we can do some of these tests now. We can do our tyre tread tester, hopefully. Oh, maybe we haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, so disregard that. Alright, so what we need to do, we need to take off the rim. Alright. So the brake pads is probably the reason. Add to shopping list. Is there a tool for this? Fuel pressure test, tyre, electric compression, scanner. Oh, we can't. Okay. So what we can do is we can get out of that screen and we can have a look at the brake pads. They're down at 20%. So that's probably a major reason. So we'll take off the brake caliper. And we'll take off the brake pad. Alright, we'll go and do the same on the other side. Alright. Brake pads, add to shopping list. I will take off the brake caliper. take off the brake pad. Alright, so now we'll go over to our computer, go to our shopping list, open our shopping list. We'll get rid of these from the previous episode. Alright, so we need brake pads. Shopping list. Brake pads. Alright, so we need 2 of these. Alright, so we'll go and put them back on the car. We need to go into part mount mode. It's better. See, one brake pad was at 20%, which was the one on the passenger side. The one on the driver's side was 65%, so that would account for that. Brake pad on. Brake caliper going on now. So the brake caliper is at 67% on one side, and on the other side it's 8%. So what we'll do, we'll add that to the shopping list, and we'll go and get a brake caliper, and we'll have one on the other side needs to go as well. Yeah, so I've got to put the brake pads on first, which we can do. So we'll put them on 100% on. Now, the brake caliper is in disgusting condition, so we'll add that to the shopping list and we'll take it off. Oh, hang on. We'll put the brake pads back on. Now, we'll get out of here, we'll go over and we'll buy a couple of new brake calipers. We'll clear search, we'll open our shopping list. Two brake calipers. And then what we'll do, we'll go and put them back, put the brake calipers back on. We'll go back into part assembly mode. Brake caliper 100%, cylinder's okay. %, that's alright. Alright, so we've done that side. Now we'll walk around to the other side. And we'll put the part mount mode. Put the new caliper on. Cylinder's okay. Part mount mode. Alright, so we've done that. Now let's go and have a look at the status of the car. But we're not finished yet. Okay, so there's something else wrong with the brake system. So we'll work on this end first. Alright, so, oh, hang on. Brake pads, brake caliper, brake pads, what's that? Brake disc. Oh, a brake disc. Oh, that wasn't a happy beep. Oh, we might have to take the caliper off first. Caliper off. Alright, we'll just hit 150 XP. Brake pads off. Brake disc ventilated. Actually, what we should do, we should brake disc ventilated, add it to shopping list, and we'll unmount the part, which we've already done. Alright, so we'll just get out of that. Alright, so we'll go around to the other side. Alright. Brake caliper off. Brake pads off. And the brake disc we'll add to the shopping list. And we'll take that off as well. It was down to 60%. So that's certainly wouldn't help. Right, so we'll clear that search. We'll go back to our shopping list. Brake disc ventilated. We need 1 and 2. And we'll go and put them back on. And we'll go back into assembly mode. Part mode. Disc ventilated. We'll mount this with a new one. Then we'll put the brake pads back on. Then we'll put the caliper back on. And we'll screw those in. Alright, then we'll go to the other side. Alright. Brake pads on. Brake caliper on. Alright. Now we'll have a look at our car status now. Poor brake performance still. Alright, so I think now we need to go have a look at the back end. Alright, what's the brake? Alright, we'll go around the other side and we'll do the same. Oops. Hang on. Focusing on the wrong bit here. Add to the shopping list. Alright, we'll add brake shoes to the shopping list. They're 24%. And we'll get rid of the brake shoes here as well. Alright. Clear the search, open the shopping list. And 2 brake shoes. Alright, now let's go ahead and put the brake shoes on first. Okay, one of the brake shoes was down to 24%, the other one was down to 61%, so we'll replace those. And then we'll mount the brake drum, which was down to 67% and 66%, so we'll replace that at the same time. And then we'll mount the wheels. Alright, then we'll go and do the same on the other side. Alright. Brake shoes we'll put back on. And then we'll put the brake drum on. And we'll put the tyre back on. Alright, now if we do a car status. Poor brake performance has been fixed. Alright, we don't want to finish the order yet, we've got to put the fluids back in. Oh, hang on, okay, we need to remove that. Right, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, so let's refill. Refill the liquid. That's good. We'll reassemble. Okay, we might have to fill the coolant some other way. Alright, we can fill the brake booster Oh, I think I know what I did wrong with the other thing. That will certainly help the brakes, having some new brake fluids pumped through it. Alright. Cooling. Cap. Alright, so now if we do our car status, everything's done. Finish the order. Hang on, there is no oil in the engine. Oh yes, okay. That's interesting that it points that out. Now for later levels it probably won't point that out, but because I'm a newbie, oil fill plug. That was almost a very big mistake. There we go. Alright, we'll close that. Order status. Finish order. So there we have finished our second order, and that was mainly just brakes. So what we'll do, we'll go to our shopping list. We'll clear it out. And we'll clear the search. And we'll go to our inventory. And we'll get rid of the old stock. So we don't get confused. Alrighty. That was pretty cool and much shorter than the previous episode. I've been Simulator Dirk, you've been wonderful. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and bye for now.